Hi there and happy Monday. Today is Monday, March the 25th, and I'm Stacie Tatera. I'm going to be doing your weekly Angel Oracle card reading. Thank you for joining me. I decided because Milwaukee's, their Brewers home opener for baseball is this Thursday, so I thought I would represent today for our Milwaukee Brewers. Super excited for spring and baseball season to start. I think everyone's very much ready for the change of seasons. It's sunny out, it's a little chilly, but I can hear the birds and it's just lovely. So I hope you're enjoying the shift of weather and that you have been able to weather this most recent few weeks of energy, including Mercury retrograde. I know for a lot of people, it can be a little bit of a struggle, definitely with communication, with timelines. I know I just kind of laugh when I get goofed up because I'm like, okay, thank you, Mercury. But we've had a lot of intense shifting in the last several weeks. Talked to several friends, clients, colleagues. Everyone has been in agreement. We've gone through some pretty intense changes energetically. I'm super grateful that I feel like we're really have moved to the other side of that. So I'm hoping that you're feeling more relieved, more calm, more at peace, just more settled in who you are. And so it'll be interesting to see what we get message-wise this week. And I am pulling from the Archangel Gabriel cards this week. I haven't used this deck in a long time. I also have the Archangel deck on standby because sometimes I've been guided to do the 3-card spread and then an additional card from another deck. So I have it handy in case we decide to do that. So I want to thank everyone who did come to my gallery reading this last week. We can't do those events without you, without the volunteers. So just a very big thank you to everyone that attended. And if you received messages, I hope that they were helpful for you. And again, we appreciate, those cards came very quickly. Jen, Mike, and I appreciate you attending. So thank you for that. You can find me at MilwaukeeMedium.com. All of my events are posted there right now. My class, the Spiritual Foundation class, is May 11th. I have several people who have expressed an interest in signing up. You can go to my website, look for schedule now, and you'll see services and classes. It's very easy to sign up. If you have any questions or issues, let me know. The Spiritual Foundation class is a class that I created with the help of my spirit team to really help people have a foundation of their own spirituality, where to start, a better understanding, more tools in the toolbox. It's an all-day class. It's super fun. So I hope you can join me for that class, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. The first card is retreat. So as we were just talking about dealing with some of the energies that we have been dealing with, I found personally the need to step back and just really kind of have some downtime, some private time, not feeling like I needed to be so connected to everything that was going on. It was very important, and I felt myself sleeping a little bit more. So this card tells us to block out distractions, spend quiet time alone, that's so you can focus on your priorities. So if things are still feeling a little loud, which is what the teams are saying, sometimes it can just feel a little overwhelming, a little loud. This card and Archangel Gabriel are reminding us to continue to take that time that we need, especially in the first part of this week, to retreat, to take a step back. What's nice is you see this woman at a desk journaling, writing things down. So if you have some things that you feel like you want to get off your chest, that you need to get out of your head and either onto a computer or onto paper, journaling is very, very therapeutic. But again, I think it's disconnecting a bit where you need to, blocking out whatever distractions, deciding what you're going to let into your energy, deciding what kind of people, situations, and circumstances that you continue to let into your life, okay? But taking the time that you need to retreat. Authenticity. Trust that your real self, whom God created divinely perfect, has the strength and knowledge needed for this situation. So authenticity is being yourself, and I talk about this a lot. Authenticity, working with honesty and integrity. And I know honesty was in our cards for last week, but this is really telling you need to trust who you are, that God created you in this perfect form, and he has the strength, and you have, and he helps you with too, the strength and knowledge to get you through the situations that you encounter in this lifetime. So it's a reminder that when we go inside and we get connected to our higher self, our authentic self, that's where, what I often say, the magic happens, where we're really able to peel away some of the other stuff that we feel around that person that we have to be, that person that we feel we need to present to the world. This card reminds us to be authentic, knowing that we are a divine being. And with that comes that perfection. Now, are we all perfect? I'm sure we have a million and one things that we would talk about, what we would want to change or improve upon. And those are our self-judgments. So be mindful of that too. Is that another piece of the message this week? Probably. Don't judge yourself, even if you want to be your authentic self, right? So trusting your real self, whom God created divinely perfect. That's absolutely beautiful. And we need that reminder sometimes for ourselves, because we really can get very far away from feeling that way. Vulnerability. So we've got some emotional stuff going on for us this week. Listen to your vulnerable feelings, as they contain wisdom and inspiration. And then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So a lot of times vulnerability, and I have often said, I don't do vulnerability well because it can be so uncomfortable, right? Like, ugh. But what this message is telling us is that those are the feelings when we're vulnerable that we really need to listen to, because that's when we're typically doing the most growing, which is what we've been experiencing these last 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? And so as a reminder, I felt like, and this is some of the things I was reading, and even I had watched Radley Valentine last week, and he talked about this a little bit too. When we finished up, when we hit spring equinox, so that March 20th, 21st, we had a really big full supermoon, and then we went into the equinox. It really is the end of the astrological year, because the Pisces is the last sign in astrology. Aries picks up the new sign, which we're in the sign of Aries now. So that's really the end of the year for us, astrologically speaking. And I felt that way. I didn't feel like January, it's a new year calendar-wise, but I felt energetically, emotionally, there were a lot of things that we had to shift through in this month of March. And now as Aries comes in, we begin the new astrological year of Aries, kicking that off. That's where I really feel, and you may have felt, that the shifts are starting to happen. It's almost like our New Year do-over, as Radley had mentioned. So if you're feeling like now you're able to breathe, now we're going to see things loosen up. We're going to see things open up for us. It should be a very different energetic vibe for you. And if you're not quite there, it's coming. So have faith and don't give up on that. But when we look at this vulnerability, we talk about where a lot of us have been in these last several weeks of feeling vulnerable, of feeling like I have to deal with these emotions. I have to maybe shift my perspective on this. I have to let this stuff go, right? So again, this is reminding you to connect with your inner self, pray for the strength, ask for help and guidance from your spirit team, from your spirit guide, and really tune into some of that discomfort that you may be feeling. And everybody handles their feelings and emotions differently. So for some people, it may be uncomfortable. For some people, it may not be. It could be a welcome, like, this is it. I know I've had to do this. I'm excited to make these changes. But really, what Spirit is asking us is to, take the time we need this week to retreat, be our authentic selves, remembering to trust in who we are authentically, that's who we want to show to the world. And then listen to those vulnerable feelings, because they do contain a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and remembering to ask for help when you need to. So 2 more cards this week. This is interesting because as we bounce off that vulnerability card of pray for strength, this is then the additional support that you're getting. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Archangel Azrael. And Archangel Azrael, as a medium, he's actually someone that helps mediums in terms of their craft and their gift. So very connected with spirit from the other side, as you know, our loved ones have made their transition. And so this is another really nice supportive reminder. You're not alone. Hello from heaven. Hello from your loved ones. And again, tapping into and tuning into that support. And then prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. Okay, this is Archangel Ariel. So again, really great messages this week. The prosperity piece is reminding you that your thoughts create your reality. You have control to manifest the things that you're looking for to happen in this lifetime. And that's why we're here. We're here to have these experiences, and we're here to fall down and scrape our knees emotionally, right? We're here to really grow and expand and raise our vibration. And we want to obviously share that experience with the people around us. Some people are ready, some people are not, some people are in that journey. So it's not judging where they are in their journey, recognizing and hoping that at some point that they do get there. But ultimately going back to yourself and really focusing on your own growth, and that the one person you control in this lifetime is you, right? So really great messages this week. Taking the time to rest, being that authentic self, and allowing those vulnerable feelings to come in towards the end of this week, as Mercury does go direct this week. You know, there's a shadow couple days, and so you may feel a little emotion around that. Excuse me, but it's remembering again to really think about how that's teaching you and helping you to grow. I know sometimes when things are challenging, and the last couple weeks for a lot of us have been, I laugh now. It wasn't funny when you go through it. But like, I'm reaching out to some of my colleagues and we're like, what is actually going on? I'm like, I just need to go live on an island. And I probably said that in one of these readings before. So it's okay, right? But it's when we're going through that to stay in gratitude, right? That's so important, because that's when we know that we're really doing everything that we can to shift and grow. And sometimes it's just like, ugh. But I do feel like we had to shed our old self in these last few weeks and months. For a lot of us, it's like, it just, for us to upgrade and continue to keep up with this current energy, we've got to be able to let that stuff go. So if, you know, you're doing great, keep focusing on, you know, feel good about how far you've come and feel good about where you have to go. And that was a message that came in meditation this morning for me, is like, you know, we always look at how far we have to go. Oh my gosh, I still have this and I'm still working on this. And so Spirit reminded us, and they had asked me to share this message, is like, look at how far you've come and be happy, grateful, and feel good about where you need to go, right? It's not so much about the destination as it is the journey and who you're becoming along the way, okay? So great insights. Again, thank you for joining. Stacie Tatera, Milwaukee Medium. And you can find all of my services and classes at milwaukeemedium.com, staciettatera.com, and on Facebook, Stacie Tatera, Medium Healer Teacher. So if you want to schedule something, I am scheduling now into early June. I do have some time off in June, so you'll notice that the schedule is a little bit tight for that month. But I also did just put out 2 more spirit circles for June and July. Those are in July, I believe, is the 16th. It's the full moon, so I thought that would be super fun. It's a Tuesday night. Again, you sign up on my website. You pay the deposit. Circle's $45 for June and July now, moving forward. And you just have to pay a $20 deposit, the balance the day of when you come into Circle. And this is a group of 10 to 12 people, and everyone's guaranteed a message. And it's just a great night. Everyone really enjoys it. So I've been getting more requests to do them more often. And so I'm trying to do that to honor, you know, the needs of people at this time. So thank you so much. Have a great week. Enjoy the spring-like weather that's hopefully starting to move in. And go Brewers. And whatever baseball team you root for, if they're opening up in the next week or two, enjoy that. It's super fun. Let's get that baseball and spring moving, okay? Take care. Have a blessed week.